ask you some really ridiculous questions. It's all pretty typical. Okay. Welcome to In the Library with
Marsha?
and Adrian. Today we have with us special guest.
Tara.
Yay! Welcome, Tara.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast. So, Tara, what is it that you do here at the library?
I am one of the circulation clerks. So I work at the front desk and I check in books and I help patrons and I run around, do my best.
And how much blood would you say you move on an average day?
How much blood?
Wrong circulation?
But bump.
We try. That's the high quality entertainment people tune in for.
Well, I will tell you, though, that's library lingo, because I used to give tours and I would say, to the kids, go to the circ desk. And they were like, it's not a circle. They thought that circ meant circle. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we use words like that are, library lingo.
Yeah, just every once in a while I'll tell someone the circ desk and I always correct myself. I'm like, the front desk.
Right. The welcome desk, the front desk. Right. Yeah. It's not circ. It's inside jargon.
So Tara is here to promote an upcoming program.
Yeah.
What is it you would like to promote?
So I have a really fun program that's coming up. It's called Yogi Bears, and it is going to be a yoga and movement class for children. So on the first and third Sunday of every month, I'm going to be at Bedford Library, and we're going to have from 1:30 to 2, it's going to be ages 5 to 7, and from 2 to 2:30, it's going to be for 8 to 11-year-olds, and we're going to do some fun yoga and breathing and movement. And we're going to learn a little bit of everything. And I'm very, very excited. I already got a couple kids signed up.
Yay. I love that. Yogi Bears. That's very cute.
Adrian did come up with the name. I'll give him credit for that.
That's very cute. So should we say he is a boo-boo?
I could say to them, I don't know if any of the kids will get the reference.
They won't. If they're kids, they won't. But it's funny.
So how much experience do you have with yoga?
My background is primarily in dance and tumble. So I'm currently looking to get certified in yoga. I'm very excited about it. And I have a lot of experience participating and helping out in classes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And no matter how much experience you have and how organized you are, it's just going to be like, a bunch of rolling around and funness. So, I mean, you can pull that off. That is awesome. I love it.
And I have a lot of experience working with children in the dance world because I currently am a dance teacher at Althaus Dance Company, and I work with children 4 years old to 17. So I have like a whole 4-year-old jazz class, and yeah, I'm used to chasing them around.
That's wonderful. And that just is a nice bridge, nice connection to make for sure.
On the topic of important questions.
Ooh, okay.
Where does prune juice come from if prunes are dried plums?
That's a really good question. Is it just plum juice and they just say prune?
Oh, I feel like we need to call it plum juice from now on.
I think it's plum juice now.
That's why there is prune juice, because they've made prunes. They juice the plums.
That's where the juice went.
Yeah. There's prunes and prune juice. The end. That's a great question, Adrian. Very random, but I love it.
We only ask the most important questions here on this show. What is your least favorite planet?
Planet? Oh no, I don't want planets mad at me.
You have to offend one of them. Which planet?
Pick Pluto. He doesn't count anymore.
No, I am a firm, staunch believer that will always be a planet. I'm so
Me too.
bad.
Me too. Bring back Pluto. Let's make shirts and signs for sure.
Did you hear about what they did to Pluto? Messed up, right?
They messed up. Jupiter, because men come from Jupiter to get more stupider, and women come from, I don't remember the rest of that.
Yes, no, exactly. That is so funny.
We go to Mars to get more candy bars.
Did you have any questions, Marsha?
I think you're doing great, and these are really awesome. I'm learning a lot of great things about Tara. I love her. I love that she can match your wit, Adrian. It feels like this is. I'm enjoying this. I just need popcorn.
What is your plan to survive a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh, okay. I've thought about this a lot because I've lived in cities and I've lived like here in Michigan, like in the boonies. And so I'm really glad that I'm back in the boonies right now because that's the best way to survive the apocalypse. But I think that if that happens, you need to go north because the higher up in Michigan you go, it's going to be safer. So I'm going to drive all the way straight up to the UP because They know how to stockpile food. It's already ready. They've got the weaponry. So if any zombies attack, there's less people. It's colder, so the zombies are going to move slower. I'm going to pack up my cat, my dog, my nieces, my family, and we're going to go straight up to the UP. Thought about this.
Tara, that's almost like I could have said that myself. I could not be more proud right now. I feel like we're kindred spirits. Yep. They can, they can skin a buck and run a trout line.
Mhm.
Country folk can survive. I hear you. I'm with you and all of that.
If you were a dog, which breed would you be?
Ooh. I love all dogs. I'd be a fluffy one. I just found the perfect dog this weekend and I totally forgot what it's called, but it's a Bernese Mountain Dog. They are so fluffy and sweet and sturdy, and like they look like they're gonna, like they can protect, but they're just so sweet and you just want to hug them like giant teddy bears. So if I had a choice, be a Bernese Mountain Dog.
That's an excellent choice. That's a great dog. I thought you were going to pick like a Lhasa Apso or those little, what was Boo? Remember Boo, the library books that were made out of that Boo dog? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I
Look
don't.
it up. His name is Boo, B-O-O, and Boo like takes over the city, Boo in the city. You can get that at your local library. Checking them out.
Look that up.
Marsha,
Yeah, you'd be cute. Yes.
you'd be a cockapoo.
Is that what I would be?
Just throwing that out there.
Well, better than my family calls me the pit bull, so I guess I rather be a cockapoo than a pit bull. No offense, pit bulls. You're also very cute and wonderful, but
Love pit bulls. They're so
I know I do too. They're so misunderstood. Love them.
know.
Plutos and pit bulls. That should be the name of our podcast. Pluto and pit bulls.
I'll get us shirts that say that.
Yeah. Just two misunderstood things.
Yeah.
Planets and puppies misunderstood.
Do you cheat at board games?
Depends on the board game.
And are you playing with Liz or Liz's family?
Yeah. Typically,
What's the board-
I like
what do you
to
cheat at? What's the board game you cheat at? I want to hear about this.
Well, no, not so much. Like I really don't prefer to cheat at games, and I really don't. But there are some games where like you have like house rules, and sometimes you don't realize that like people are playing differently. And so like not too long ago, I got in an argument at with my family. My nieces and I play the same way, but apparently my mom plays different. And so my nieces and I, we put, if you get like a draw 4 or draw 2, we'll put the same card on top and it skips you and the next person has to pick up even more cards because that is the rule. But my mom was like, no, that's not the rule. And she was arguing with us and it was 3-1, so we won.
I love that. We call that Crutz rules in my house. And my husband is always like, I knew there would be some sort of Crutz rule in effect here. So it's not really cheating. It's just making the game better. I'm with you.
And I also love that Monopoly came out with the Cheaters Edition. So they're encouraging cheating in that game.
Right. Making illicit trades and getting lots and free parking. I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm off with that.
On this subject, because my wife and I disagree on this. If you are playing the game Guess Who, are you familiar with the game?
I am.
Are you allowed to say, are there an even number of letters in the person's name? Is that a valid question?
Ooh.
Well, it is a yes or no question. I've never thought to do that before.
That's like that's adult Guess Who. I mean, are you playing this with an 8-year-old? That's funny.
I'm just going to say, I am undefeated at Guess Who.
So I'm gonna make a guess here and say that you say you can ask that question and your wife says you can't.
That would be correct.
Well, my first instinct was to agree with you, but I'm gonna go with her just for fun.
Because she's always right. We know that to be true.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite questions. Are there an even number of letters in the person's name? Does the name start with a vowel?
Ooh.
Do
they look like they sit in a bar and drink IPAs?
So you're steering away from the "Are you bald? Do you have glasses?" questions. You're going right for the kill.
If it doesn't eliminate at least 50% of the choices, it's not worth asking.
See, I like the idea of like going around the route. Like, does this person, like, does it look like someone you know? Or like, does this look like somebody who'd be doing this type of activity? Like, I think that's more clever and fun.
I like that. I've never really thought that deeply about Guess Who, but now I'm going to. The game is totally transformed for me now. Upper level Guess Who.
What is your best dance move?
Well, I can't show you on a podcast. I do have a great move though. So I put my left hand on my head and I grab my right leg and then you like invert and contract, like on one leg.
I'm gonna see if I can find a GIF of this, and I will attach it to this.
Or you could make a GIF of her doing it and attach it. Let's go.
You can't see her, and I'm not turning anything, but I'm assuming she's going like this.
Oh, but grab your ankle.
I thought it was going to be like this.
You gotta grab your ankle.
Right, of course.
I think you should film a little clip and stick it on there. I think
of course, yes, naturally.
We have this amazing editor that can do anything, so
absolutely not.
Make it happen. These are great questions. That's a good question for a dancer. I feel like she's poking fun, but I bet there's some good. Did you take like ballet, jazz? Have you done all the dance gauntlet?
Oh yeah, I started dancing when I was 5, and I've done everything from ballet and jazz to like Tahitian. So
yeah. I love it. And what are you currently teaching when you teach? Do you teach everything or do you teach something specifically?
It varies by year, but this year I've been teaching 4-year-old jazz. I have high school hip hoppers, and then I have a bunch of tumble classes and cheer classes.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's my soul sister right here. I love it. I mean, I'm at an advanced age now, but that, you were me 30 years ago. So I love it.
Oh, not 30.
Probably.
This is only gonna be interesting to people who know dancing. Have you ever done tinikling?
No. What is that?
It's a Filipino folk dance where
you're gonna have to show us.
They take sticks and they try and clap them on your feet, and you have to dance.
Oh, I have seen that. I like the name.
No, I didn't know the name. I thought for sure it was gonna be a mesh of something with tickling, and I couldn't wait to see how this played out. But
if I can remember my dance classes from years and years ago, it got its name from a bird escaping from bird traps. But yeah, the people would try to. They would generally follow the beat with the clapping of the sticks, but sometimes they would be sneaky and try and catch your ankle. So.
Sounds evil.
Yeah, I'm learning something new. Speaking of learning something new and birds, yes or no, can mallard ducks climb trees?
No.
Do they need to?
Well, I thought I was like both of you. I said no, and I've never seen them, and why would they? Only yesterday, for the first time, I saw a male and a female climbing a tree. First they flew up, and then they climbed up all the branches, and I recorded it because I didn't think that was a thing. But the answer is yes, it is. And then I looked it up because, we're librarians and that's what we do. And it does say that they will nest in like the crooks of trees there. So I learned something new yesterday about mallard ducks, and I have video proof because I thought I was being pranked. Like, why are those ducks climbing trees?
So are they using like their beak to hold on and then like using their feet?
Well, they did fly up initially, and then they were mostly just walking. And I thought that would be a thing for woodland ducks. And they do have little claws on the end of theirs, and they have more trees around. But these were straight up mallards with their little webbed feet. And they were just like, they would fly, but then they would walk up to the next one and then walk up. They did use their beaks a little bit to pull them up. But yeah, it was very interesting. I'll send you the videos.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I was too. Wanted proof. I thought people would think I was crazy, but it's true.
Oh, you are though? So.
I am crazy, but I at least have video proof in this instance.
Don't worry, all the best people are.
Exactly. What are you reading now?
You're reading.
I'm reading like 5 different books.
So again, we're the same person. Let's hear them. What are they? Fire them up.
Well, I'm reading Blowing the Bloody Doors Off by Sir Michael Caine. I absolutely love him. I've read one of his autobiographies before, and I just think he's fascinating to read about. But I had to put that aside because I got in the new Kelly Armstrong book, The Boy Who Cries Bear. And it's a brand new book, and it had like 30 people waiting for it. So I was like, I have to finish this while I have it, or I'm going to have to wait months to get it again. And I absolutely love Kelly Armstrong. She's one of my favorite authors. And then the other book I'm reading is all about murders in Michigan that happened throughout history. So a lot of murders happened in this state. It's very intriguing.
I like it. Is that the title? What's the title of that one?
It's Bloody Michigan, or
I like it.
Something like,
I'm looking that up for sure too. And also this circles back to like what you were talking about with the zombie apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? Like Michigan's murdery. So safe and
prepared for anything.
What are you reading, Marsha?
I'm also reading a bunch of things. I just finished Fourth Wing. You know, I jumped on that bandwagon and I loved it. And so I'm waiting on the next one now. And then, of course, I'm reading my book club book, which is Jeffrey Deaver, Hunting Time, based on the Tracker series. Come to the I Love a Mystery book club. And I'm also the same way where I have kind of books everywhere, or I have audiobooks, or I'm tuning into lots of things. So I am in the middle of a lot of books right now.
I'm glad I'm not alone in that because some people think I'm absolutely crazy.
I know.
I
Tara,
don't.
spoiler alert, you're getting a follow-up note where I want to not sound like a creepy stalker, but I kind of want to say same on everything you said. I mean, I sound like a creepy stalker. I'm sorry. There's no other way around it.
I love it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't understand you guys. Like I read one book at a time, start to finish, and then the next book.
I know. I have them everywhere. Am I upstairs? Am I downstairs in my car? Is it at work? Am I listening to it? Like, no, I'm all over the place. Then sometimes it does backfire because sometimes I mix up characters. I don't know if you do this where you're like, oh, I thought oh, wait, no, that's the other book. Have you done that where you've read books where you kind of start mixing up your characters?
Usually good because usually the books I'm reading are like so different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because then also sometimes like you're in a mood and like I've had days where like I have a book that I'm really into, but I'm just not in the right mindset for that type of book. So I'm like, I need something else.
Yes, same. If it's heavy, I forgot that's reminded me. I'm reading All My Rage, which is also really good. But sometimes you're exactly right. Or sometimes I'm reading a biography. I'm also reading Lips Unsealed, the Belinda Carlisle from the Go-Go's. It's her autobiography. So I feel like the same thing. Sometimes I just really want to hear what's going on in Go-Go land. And then other times I'm just like, no, I need to, so it depends on my mood as well. I'm with you on that 100%.
As of the last podcast, I was finishing Starship Troopers by Heinlein. Then I read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, just to spite somebody here.
I wonder.
And now I am starting the narrow road between two desires by Rothfuss.
How do you feel reading or finishing Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? I know you said you were rereading that, and how did you feel this time around? This round?
I felt like it was something that could be cracked out in a weekend.
Oh yeah, and you did say you could cut out about 100 pages as well.
Oh, that was Dracula.
Dracula. You're right. This is Mary Shelley's. I forgot that was Dracula. Yeah. Okay.
No, that was Dracula. I read that before Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. Completely unrelated, but did you see that there's a new Beetlejuice coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can't wait.
Movie or they're making a book?
Yeah, and then another movies. A lot of the originals, Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder. Can't wait. I know this will be too late by the time. Wait, maybe not. Depends on when you get this. Oh no, it'll be probably too late to talk about the eclipse, but do you have eclipse watching plans? Are you going to be at work at the viewing party? Where's everyone going to be when the eclipse happens? Or in this case, happened?
Well, I have my glasses, so I'm excited. I am prepared. I haven't not Batman glasses. So
Thank you to your local library. Thank you, local libraries, for free eclipse glasses. Yay, one more way to library.
We gave out so many here at Bedford. So like it's amazing how many we had and how many people were coming in and so curious about it. So it's great. A lot of people are going to be checking it out and being involved. And we have a lot of people signed up for our viewing party. I haven't figured out where I'm going to be yet because I don't know what I'm doing that day yet, but I'm definitely going to be prepared. I'm going to have my glasses with me.
For you. Yay. So you're not on the schedule to work. So you will not be at the viewing party.
I will not. On my days off, I sub at the schools. And so I'm subbing at an elementary school that day. And so.
Okay. Well, either after school or during school, you'll be out there. Well, enjoy. Are you working that day, Adrian? Are you going to be at the viewing party at Bedford?
I am working. I believe I am on the desk.
Will you be able to sneak? Will they unchain you from the desk for a few minutes if you can sneak outside and peek? How's that going to go?
No.
Done. No eclipse for you. No eclipse for you.
I remember where I was at the last eclipse in 2017. So we would like to thank Tara for joining us. And this has been In the Library with
Marsha
and Adrian and our special guest,
Tara.
Yay! Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.